Little Man Tate is a really enjoyable film. This was released in 1991. It was directed by Jodie Foster, written by Scott Frank, with a cast including Jodie Foster, Dianne Wiest, Hann-Byrd, Harry Connick Jr., David Hyde Pierce, Debi Mazar, and various others. And I became aware of this because I'm watching every David Hyde Pierce film, but I think had I discovered it randomly, I would have watched it anyway. It's about a single mother who's raising her young son, and he happens to be a genius. And it's all about him and what his mother tries to do to help with his genius, but also some problems as well, because obviously that's never going to be a completely straightforward thing. And the character writing was really important here. It was really important that they wrote Fred Tate in a way where it was convincing and he was an interesting character, and that is absolutely what they did. And the performance is absolutely brilliant. He's played by Adam Hann-Byrd. 2-year-old Fred is played by Alex Lee, and infant Fred is played by Geoffrey C. York. And he's such an interesting, likable character with a very believable outlook, a very believable response to everything, and it's a very thought-provoking narrative as well. We also have throughout the film a great range of activities and locations to keep things really engaging, and we also have some really great music as well. The story is very well executed, really thought-provoking, solid characters and great performances, and on top of that, it's visually a decent film as well. I do think it's very much driven by the character of Fred, and had they not got that quite right, it still would have been okay. The narrative would still have a lot to offer. There are a lot of different perspectives from different characters, and the activities throughout the film would still be interesting. But I think they really got the character spot on, at least with what I was looking for, and at least how I would have imagined the character to be. So I was really happy with that. The character development is great, the performances are great, and as I said, it's a really thought-provoking film as well. It's definitely one that's worth watching if it appeals to you. I think it has a lot to offer with some great characters, really great performances, and definitely one that I think is, as I've said before, very thought-provoking. There were a lot of times in this where I was just asking myself, if I were in this situation, how would I feel? Does this feel like it would play out like that? Most of the time, my response to that was, yes, I'm believing this, I'm buying into this, and I had a lot of fun with it. But there were also times when it gets a little bit heavier as well, and it has a lot to offer. Little Man Tate is a really solid film, and needless to say, I'm very happy to recommend it.